A 49-year-old woman shot and killed in her own home. Now police are searching for the person who pulled the trigger. We've got the latest this noon.
A string of crashes, many deadly, kept first responders busy for hours overnight. What we know about the investigation so far.
Live from KSAT 12, the news at noon starts right now.
New at noon, just days after a suspect stole a man's backpack with 3 Paralympic gold medals inside. That suspect has now been caught. According to a tweet by San Antonio Police Chief William McManus, the U.S. Marshals Service found the suspect near Roosevelt and Loop 410.
The medals were stolen on Saturday night at the Rim. The incident caught on camera. Then a tweet about the crime went viral. Police found the backpack with the medals not long after they were stolen. It's not clear what charges that suspect may face.
San Antonio police say there was no time for a West Side woman to open her door.
They say the person who knocked on it also fired gunshots through it. The bullets hit and killed that woman inside her home in the 2400 block of Penn Road. As
Katrina Rubber reports, police are trying to figure out who took aim at her and why.
Flashing lights brighten up the backside of the Hacienda apartments while San Antonio police attempt to shed some light on one of the city's latest murders. They say 49-year-old Cristina Carrion was killed without ever leaving home, apparently by someone who never actually set foot inside her apartment. When officers arrived at the complex on Penn Road near Highway 90, that killer already was gone. They say 2 other people were inside the apartment with Carrion. They told officers they heard someone knock just before 10 last night, then start shooting, hitting Carrion as she went to answer the door. Out here today, it's almost as if things are back to normal, as if it's just another day. That is until you take a close look at the door where you can still see the bullet holes. It appears that 3 bullets fired from outside all found their way into the home. Police say Carrion was dead by the time paramedics arrived. They were not sure at the time whether she was the intended target or if the gunfire was meant for someone else. They didn't have any luck either in tracking down the shooter right away. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Police say gunfire rang out after an argument over $20. Officers say 2 men in their 30s got into a fight around 3 this morning. This was in the 1200 block of Thorane Boulevard near I-10 and Blanco Road. Police say at some point one of the men shot the other. The victim was taken to the hospital and should be okay. The suspect took off before police got to that scene. A series of crashes had crews busy overnight, and the work is not over just yet. Now police are investigating those 5 crashes. As Jonathan Cotto reports, 4 people died in those wrecks.
Crash after crash starting late last night and into this morning. San Antonio police were first called out to the 8600 block of South Zarzamora.
Police say a person was lying on the road when 2 vehicles struck that person without stopping to help. It's still unclear why that person was in the street. Police are searching for the drivers involved. And about half an hour later, Bexar County deputies were called out to this scene. A head-on collision between 2 vehicles. Deputies say a pickup truck and a car collided on 1604 near FM 1346. The driver of the car died at the scene. Just under 2 hours later, on the city's west side, a man in his 30s driving this Jeep was heading westbound on Culebra when he hit a man who was stepping out onto the street. The driver did stop to help. The victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Just before 1:30 this morning, wet road conditions caused the driver of this pickup truck to lose control while driving southbound on Callahan. Police say the driver went into northbound lanes, struck a telephone pole, and died on impact. They say he was not wearing a seatbelt. And about 45 minutes later, close to 2:15 this morning, San Antonio police were called out to the southeast side for yet another deadly crash. A man traveling north on Pecan Valley Drive in this black car lost control and wedged his vehicle between this utility pole and fence.
As for the driver of the pickup truck involved in the head-on collision near FM 1346, we know he was taken to BAMC Hospital in critical condition. All these crashes remain under investigation. Reporting Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Today, San Antonio City Council members will get the chance to take a look at a proposed redistricting map. The city is required to redraw council district boundaries after every census in order to keep the 10 districts roughly equal. A Citizens Advisory Committee finished a first draft of what could become the new map earlier this month. That committee held a series of public meetings in order to draft the map. However, it's not required part of the process.
We thought that given the fact that we have all the council members now running for election at the same time, it would be good to have an advisory committee so that a lot of the political pressures would be mitigated.
Yeah, the first draft would shift the boundaries of every council district except for District 3 on the south and southeast side. The city attorney said they hope council will approve a final map in June.
Now to the latest on the coronavirus pandemic and confusion over masks. The Justice Department considering an appeal after a federal judge in Florida struck down the nationwide mask mandate for planes and public transportation. This as Americans trying to navigate new mask rules that vary by state, city, and mode of transportation. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
As some Americans rejoice over going maskless,
I think it's wonderful. In fact, I'm ecstatic.
The Justice Department saying the new rules may not last for long, saying they'll appeal if the CDC believes the federal mask mandate on transportation is still necessary. The CDC saying overnight that it recommends masks during travel and that it will assess the need for a mask requirement. For now, the TSA no longer enforcing masks on planes, major airlines dropping their requirements.
My wife, who's pregnant, and my 4-year-old daughter, who's not yet old enough to be vaccinated, flew out to California thinking that the mask mandates would be in effect on both legs of our trips. And halfway through, it's going to be a different situation.
Face coverings are no longer required on trains, buses, or transportation hubs either, but those rules vary by location, and it's not so simple. For example, you can fly in and out of New York City and Philadelphia without a mask, but have to wear one while walking through the airport because of local mandates. These complicated rules coming at a time when more than half the U.S. is seeing an increase in cases. And a subvariant of BA2 was first discovered last week here in New York. It could be about 25% more contagious than BA2. It's already estimated to account for nearly a fifth of new daily COVID cases in the U.S. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And coming up in just a couple of hours, our latest KSAT Community Town Hall. It's dedicated to organ donation. You'll have the chance to hear from a living donor, a patient who needs a donation, and medical professionals. The conversation will be streamed live this afternoon at 2. You can watch it on KSAT.com and all of our streaming platforms.
Lots of heat and humidity and gusty winds over the next several days, but we're looking forward to early next week some chances of rain. We'll take a look at the forecast coming up.
And also coming up in the next few minutes, one of the Phoenix Suns top players hurt last night. Larry Mears with an update on his injury.
There's a local effort underway to raise money for a good cause. How you can help out after the break.
April is Autism Awareness Month, and a local artist teaming up with the Autism Treatment Center to help raise awareness and raise money for a good cause.
Max Massey introduces us to Dimas Martinez and tells us how you can still get involved.
Local artist Dimas Anthony Martinez is known for his hand-painted custom kicks. Now, Martinez is helping the Autism Treatment Center kick off this year's KRW Kicks for Autism Awareness.
Try to do something to give back to the autism community.
What does it mean to you that you know that your art is helping people dealing with autism, helping families?
I mean, that's always been the goal, or just the point of it all, is just to kind of, have it create positive energy and just it's a better impact than just, just to go beyond the art, to be something bigger than myself, really.
The Autism Treatment Center helps more than 650 people, and they do so through direct care programs with everything from group homes to various therapy services.
We have programs that help children and adults with autism learn, work, play, and live in the community throughout their lives. So we serve individuals from childhood all the way through adulthood and seniors.
Dimas's designs were already raffled off, but the campaign is not over. The art contest is still underway.
We have this art contest going on, and we have 5 prizes from $50 to $250 gift certificates for art supplies from Herwick's. The contest goes through Friday.
As for Dimas Martinez, he is working to help his son and help our community.
Helping others as well, especially in the community. This is our city. We need to take care of each other.
Max Massey, KSAT 12 News.
great talent to a great cause. Those are some pretty good looking shoes, weren't they?
They were very,
or,
very good.
as they like to say, the kids like to say, kicks.
Yeah, you got to have the fly kicks.
Gotta have the kicks. Awesome stuff. That's not so awesome. I don't know. Is it awesome or not? I mean, if we get rain, it's awesome. If we just get that, it's not that awesome.
If only those clouds had rain in them. They don't. It's going to be dry today. We had a little bit of rain yesterday. Only picked up 0.07 of an inch. Not near enough. The aquifer, well, it did come up some today. 0.6 of a foot to 647 even. And that's some good news. In the pollen count, oak is high, still high, but mold's jumped up because of the damp weather yesterday. 1,760, pine and pecan, both low. We've got a dry stretch ahead, but by the maybe early next week, we could see some rain chances coming back into the picture. We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
So the big question today is, was there any measurable precipitation yesterday?
Gotta say, it was wet during my 10 p.m. live shot last night, but it didn't feel like a soaking rain, more of just an annoying mist out there.
Good word for it. Annoying, nuisance kind of stuff. It piled up to about 0.07 of an inch. That's it. And the problem with that kind of drizzle and rain is that it makes the roads really slick, but we don't get much benefit from it. So that was the situation yesterday. It did keep temperatures down, so that was nice. We only topped out at about 69 degrees yesterday. Today will be significantly warmer. We've also did not get enough rain to really get rid of our fire threat. So I want to show you the burn ban map, and we've added Bexar County because as of yesterday, we are now in a burn ban, and that is a 90-day burn ban. Most of the counties you see in our area are now under burn bans, and for good reason. We are very much into a drought. There's a few here and there that don't have the bans in place, but in general, we got to still be very careful. Now, this week, thankfully, will be a little more humid, and that kind of takes the fire threat out of the picture a little bit. There's a look at the time lapse. A lot of clouds today. We've seen some peaks of sun here and there, but not much. 77 degrees at the airport, southerly winds at about 13 miles per hour, and the dew point is at 66. You can feel that humidity out there. The satellite picture shows, yes, there are some breaks. New Braunfels up to Austin. The sun's trying to pop out. Same story around Gonzales. We've seen a few peaks here in San Antonio, but the clouds have filled back in. And it looks like we're starting to get a few breaks out there around Hondo and Sabinal at this hour with cloudy skies for much of the hill country. Temperature-wise, we're up to 81 now in Castroville. There are some 80s on the map. 80 in New Braunfels because that sun's beginning to pop out. Same story in Seguin, but underneath the thicker clouds, 70 Bernie Stage, 72 right now in Comfort. Winds have been gusty. That's going to be a theme this week, too. Gusts up to 25 miles per hour possible today. We'll see the winds 10 to 20, but those gusts will be a little bit higher out of the south, and that is dragging in a lot of moisture. Dew points are in the 60s, and we stay muggy basically all week until we get to Monday. Monday, things start to change. You're going to see this line drop off as we get past Monday because we'll get some drier air in here with a front. And the best news about this front is it looks like it is going to bring some decent rain chances with it. For today, mostly cloudy, 84 3 o'clock, 85 by 5 p.m., 85 by 6 p.m. That's probably our high temperature. Then dropping down to 84 at 7 o'clock. And then some mid-70s overnight, partly cloudy skies, but clouds fill back in by tomorrow. Here's the big picture. We've got showers and storms lining up from New Orleans up to Memphis. And that's the last system. Brought us a little bit of drizzle yesterday. That is moving away, and we'll be in between systems for a couple days. Here's what we're watching, though. This is our next system, and it's taking shape up there across the Pacific Northwest. It moves into the United States and eventually is going to help to push a front into Texas. Now, out ahead of that front on Saturday, things will be hot and humid. That'll be the case most of Sunday, too. But by Sunday evening, there is a 30% chance of some showers and storms late in the day. Now, this probably won't interrupt your Sunday plans. This is probably going to be after dinner time. And then we'll see more showers lingering and continuing into the day on Monday. Right now, about a 40% chance it'll be cooler, too, with clouds and rain in the forecast. So that is good news. We do have a big event coming up this weekend, the Great Texas Air Show out there at JBSA Randolph. Things get underway at 11 a.m. It is going to be muggy, clouds early, and then some clearing skies late in the day. Hot and humid temperatures near 90 by 4 p.m. If you're heading out there, take some water, some sunscreen, but it should be an awesome show. Extended forecast, 87 Thursday, 88 Friday, close to 90, as we said, Saturday and Sunday. And then there's those rain chances late Sunday night, early on Monday, and temperatures in the 70s Monday and Tuesday behind that front.
Nice.
Looking good with those rain chances. Thanks, Justin.
All right, so 1 versus 8, but the 8 did not look like an 8 last night.
No, and that's because the 1 lost one of their top players last night, which certainly helped out the number 8 team. We're talking about the Pelicans and the Suns. Devin Booker got hurt. The Pelicans took advantage of that situation. And does Josh Richardson see himself playing for the Silver and Black again next season? Coming up. Behind All-Star guard Devin Booker, the Suns were looking to take a 2-0 lead on the New Orleans Pelicans last night, but Booker left the game in the third quarter with right hamstring tightness, and the Pels took advantage to win 125-114, tying the series at 1 game all. Booker came up lame on this play, and he missed the rest of the game after scoring a sizzling 31 points in the first half. Now the question is, will Book be ready for Game 3?
We've played without Chris and Book before. If we have to play without Book, next man up, and we've done that all year long.
Look, we still have a ton of work in front of us. This is an extremely well-coached team. They're disciplined. They play hard. They play together. But it'll be good to get home and play in front of our fans at Smoothie King.
Here's a cute moment. Booker fist bumping a baby in the courtside seats, the David Sears seats right there. Game 3 is Friday night, 8:30 in New Orleans. Led by All-Star point guard Ja Morant, the Memphis Grizzlies beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 124-96 last night to tie that series at 1 game apiece. Morant scored 23 points with 10 assists and 9 rebounds to lead Memphis to its largest margin of victory in a franchise history in a playoff game.
I'm pretty much not a stat trader, so I didn't even know I had. I was, 1 rebound shy until, right before I came out, my teammates was telling me, I needed 1 board. But I'm all about winning. If I get to win, I can, have zeros across the board. As long as, we win the game, I'm happy. It was good to get that win. Obviously, if you get a triple-double, it's hard to do it in this league, so that's special as well. But, the win is, the most important thing, and, we got that.
Game 3 is tomorrow night, 6:30 in Minneapolis at the Target Center. 1 game in the Eastern Conference last night. The Miami Heat beat the Atlanta Hawks 115-105, taking a 2-0 series lead. Game 3 is in Atlanta Friday night at 6. Shooting guard Josh Richardson joined the Spurs in early February at the NBA trade deadline, and he immediately became a leader of the team and a guy all the younger players looked up to. He's 28 years old and a 7-year veteran. After the Spurs' season-ending loss to the Pelicans, he was asked if he could see himself coming back next season to play for the Spurs.
I could, but it's a business at the end of the day, so whatever happens this summer happens. But if they bring me back, I'm going to be prepared to lead vocally, lead by example, and I work every summer. I work my butt off every summer to get better at things that, I'm not as good at it, or, just improving my weaknesses. So if they bring me back, they bringing back a guy that brings his hard hat every day and will do, the things that the organization wants.
In baseball, the Amarillo Sod Poodles opened a 6-game series with the Missions yesterday. Top of the 8th, Brandon Dixon belts this 2-run shot to put the Missions on top 10-9. He homered twice, but the Missions gave up 10 runs, including 2 3-run homers after that, and the Missions fall 19-10 and have now lost 7 games in a row.
How do you give up 19 runs to a sod poodle?
I know, right?
That's my new favorite mascot, a
That
sod
cute little
poodle.
sod poodle.
I
Come
love
on.
it.
Take it easy on the Missions.
Wow. Thanks, Larry.
Well, identical triplets can sometimes even fool their own parents. Well, one family has a hack to make sure they can tell the children apart. Details in our next half hour.
And some financial aid may be coming to those who are still paying federal student loans. How more people will soon be closer to being debt-free.
Well, you visit the doctor one day only to be hit with a surprise bill at a later date. No one likes that, and it's what a new law is supposed to prevent from happening to you. But there are some loopholes coming up today at 5:12 on your sides. Marilyn Moritz explains what you should do ahead of time to keep yourself protected. Russian forces have given a deadline for Ukrainian troops holed up in a steel factory in Mariupol to surrender. The southeastern city has been under heavy Russian attack for almost 2 months. Ukrainian forces remain defiant, but warn they don't know how much longer they can hold out. ABC's Justin Finch is in Washington with the latest.
As Ukraine's military fights off Russian attacks across the eastern half of the country, its leaders insist holding Mariupol's Azovstal steel plant is a top priority. If that plant falls, so does the city, giving Russia a critical land bridge between occupying forces in eastern Donbass and southern Crimea. Inside Mariupol, city officials claim more than 1,000 civilians are taking refuge, women, children, and the elderly, alongside Ukrainian fighters. ABC News cannot independently verify that claim. Speaking to the Washington Post, a Ukrainian Marine commander says he's holed up in that steel plant, fighting to keep it in Ukraine's hands. He says forces may have only days or hours left. As Ukraine's President Zelensky says Russia's major offensive in the east has begun, sources tell ABC News the Biden administration is readying another military aid package that could number in the hundreds of millions of dollars. That's on top of the $800 million weapons package that's already being delivered. The Pentagon saying that Ukraine now has more operational military aircraft and plane parts than they did just 2 weeks ago, but was reluctant to say where those aircraft and parts had come from.
They have received additional aircraft and aircraft parts to help them, get more aircraft in the air.
Press Secretary Kirby says it is unclear when other heavy military equipment like those howitzers promised by the U.S. will arrive in Ukraine, but he expects it will be soon. A senior U.S. defense official also telling ABC they don't believe it is inevitable that Mariupol and eastern Ukraine will fall to the Russians. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
The Department of Education says it's making changes to the loan payment system, which will affect nearly 4 million people still trying to pay off that college debt. The actions are set to bring those borrowers a few years closer to forgiveness by making it easier for them to take part in the income-driven payment program. The IDR offers 4 payment plans and allows those in debt to avoid loan default by lowering monthly payments based on family size and income. It also promises loan forgiveness after at least 20 years worth of payments that are completed. Thousands of other borrowers will also get immediate forgiveness due to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program.
More information on COVID-19 vaccine booster doses will be released to the public soon. The CDC Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices is scheduled to meet today. They'll be discussing vaccine doses, according to a spokesperson. The committee is made up of medical and public health officials that give advice to the CDC on vaccine recommendations. Toward the end of the meeting, they will talk about developing a framework for future doses and what steps should be taken in the future.
A new study has found a possible connection with shingles and COVID-19. Researchers studied more than 400,000 adults ages 50 and older who had both viruses. They found that those with mild COVID-19 were 15% more likely to get shingles within 6 months of infection. That's compared to people who didn't have coronavirus. A more severe COVID-19 infection increased shingles risk by 21%. Researchers believe low immune functioning after COVID-19 could have reactivated the virus that causes both shingles and chickenpox. The study was published in the journal Open Forum Infectious Diseases.
Going ahead and taking a live look outside. David, I would be more excited about these clouds if they were filled with a bunch of rain, which we need, but they're not, so it's just blocking the sunshine. I mean, come on now, when can we see the sunshine come back?
So you're not as excited as you could be.
Exactly.
Well, we'll get you some sun this afternoon, Lee. It's coming out. It'll be here. It'll warm up. We'll get temperatures back in the 80s. Yesterday was a cool kind of damp day, especially in the afternoon. Things will be pretty different today. Some gusty winds, too. Hey, I want to take you back in time. Let's go back 12 years. It was on this day in 2010 that Deepwater Horizon occurred. You remember this? BP's oil out there, the pipeline broke there underneath the Gulf of Mexico, and there was an explosion. And 134 million gallons of oil went into the Gulf of Mexico. It was a pretty big environmental disaster, and they're still cleaning up to this day. BP has an annual payout that continues through 2031. And we mention this because Earth Day, of course, coming up on Friday. Still cleaning up from that big event. But a look back at history there. Back in 2010, 12 years ago, that happened. Temperatures right now, 77 degrees at the airport, 80 Hondo, 79 Pleasanton, 73 in Kerrville, 80 in New Braunfels, 72 Bernie Stage, 72 Comfort. So the cloud cover's kind of keeping temperatures in check for right now. But we've seen some sun here or there, and I think eventually we'll get temperatures up into the mid-80s. By tomorrow morning, they fall back down just into the low 70s. Humidity, cloud cover will keep things fairly mild overnight, and expect this trend to continue as we head throughout the rest of the work week. Of course, that rain chance we've been kind of getting excited about. That happens early next week. We're going to have more on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Justin. If it's not a rivalry right now, it might be after tonight. SAFC taking on that team from Austin. There Mares with a preview of a big-time matchup coming up in sports.
After the company's stock took a hit, Netflix is now trying to lure in more subscribers by offering some cheaper options. How they're making some plans less expensive.
Hello, everyone. These are your top headlines from Cheddar News. The International Monetary Fund, or the IMF, cutting their global growth forecast by almost a full percentage point due to the war in Ukraine and the Western sanctions. The report noting that the global economic outlook was worsened significantly just since January. Other key factors include COVID-related lockdowns in China, worsening the global supply chain crisis. Meanwhile, Netflix didn't just miss their projections for subscriber additions last quarter. That's because the reigning top streaming service lost 200,000 subscribers in the first quarter of the year. The Silicon Valley firm says it's getting harder now to grow subscriber numbers, largely due to password sharing. Overall, the company beat on profits, but they did report a revenue loss. The news could force the streaming giant out of the top spot. And the fight between Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Disney only heating up as DeSantis is now calling on Florida lawmakers to eliminate the amusement park's special tax status. Now, that status allows Disney to act as a type of local government within the grounds of the park. This comes after Disney opposed Florida's Don't Say Gay bill before it was signed into law. And that's Cheddar News Update. I'm Baker Machado coming to you from New York City.
And more consumer news. If all those streaming services are starting to add up, you could see some savings soon. Netflix is planning to launch some cheaper options for customers.
Good news there. The new plans will be ad-supported. The announcement about the latest option was made during an earnings call. The company saying adding less expensive plans with advertising gives watchers more choice, noting that other streaming services like Hulu and Disney Plus have had success with that model.
And that announcement comes a day after Netflix reported a drop in subscriber growth, tanking the company's stock. The new cheaper plans are expected to be rolled out the next year or two.
Good news there. Well, a set of identical triplets going viral. There they are. There they are right there. After the internet got a look at the creative and cute method their mother uses to tell them apart.
CNN's Jeannie Mose has more.
When you're dealing with identical triplets, you can't expect them to always be introducing themselves. So is it any wonder that this tip for triplets went viral on TikTok?
It's a hard knock for us. It's a hard knock for us.
Forget pedicures. This is a cure for misidentification. The boy's proud aunt posted the nail polish hack.
Who gets what color of the triplets? How's that work?
So Henrik is blue, James is green, and Thomas is red.
The 15-month-old Hasselquist triplets were more of a hassle to tell apart when they were younger.
First few months, having that there as a backup just to make sure you didn't feed the same kid twice.
Posters on TikTok called the nail polish trick genius. It brought back memories. I did this with my twins, and it wore off in the bath. I spent days convinced they were mixed up. I'm still unsure, and they are 21. Okay, even nail polish wouldn't solve problems on the magnitude seen in The Parent Trap.
And you and I are like sisters. Hi, we're like twins.
But the parents of these Wisconsin triplets aren't taking any chances. In addition to weekly nail polish application, they tend to dress the boys in their color.
These kids truly are color-coded.
Yes.
And when not color-coded, they're numbered.
Unexpected item in bagging area.
These triplets have swept the internet off its feet with their painted toes. Ginny Mose, CNN, New York.
See, once they get older, they're going to start messing with their parents and painting the different toes and trying to go to each other's classes. They're going to play all kinds of pranks with this.
And you got to have these names and colors written down, because then how do you remember what color goes with what name?
And what happens if they're colorblind?
I mean, you added lack of sleep. Who knows? Who knows?
I guess it works out for them, though.
It works for now. 77 degrees so far today. 69 was the low this morning. Records are 141, so still a big spread between the record highs and record lows this time of year. Those were set back in 1984 and 2013. We've got some pretty warm weather on the way. Your 7-day forecast straight ahead.
So it's just teaser clouds. They look like they're going to just unload with a lot of rain, and we get nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got an update for you.
Oh.
It's still cloudy.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go.
Thanks.
Mostly cloudy.
That's why I was talking about the.
I mean, we've just kind of been stuck underneath clouds for a while. The sun popped out a little bit earlier, and I do think we'll see some sun later this afternoon. Let's go outside for you right now. You can see a little sun trying to peek through there from time to time. 77 degrees. Dew point is at 66. Southerly winds at about 13 miles per hour, and it is going to be somewhat of a windy day. Dew points have also been a big story. They've jumped up now. We've got dew points in the mid-60s, and this is where they'll stay. I mean, these numbers aren't going to budge much really over the next 4 or 5 days. So it stays sticky, especially during the overnight and morning hours. And as you look at the satellite picture, well, these clouds are having a hard time breaking up. We had some high clouds over top of us earlier. Those have since moved along, but these low clouds, where we are seeing some breaks there in western Bexar County and parts of Medina County, but not many. I think, again, as the afternoon wears on, you'll see a few more breaks popping up and a little bit more sun in the forecast, which should push temperatures into the mid-80s. We're already up to 82 at Stinson, 80 Pleasanton, 72 Boerne Stage, 76 Canyon Lake, and 80 in New Braunfels, 81 in Seguin. A little bit earlier, there was some sun there, and now it looks like the clouds have filled back in over top of you as well. Wind gusts, gusting to 28 in New Braunfels, gusting to 23 at the airport, gusting to 23 at Boerne Stage. And these are all southerly winds, which is pulling that moisture up from the Gulf of Mexico. Forecast high temperature today, 85. We'll go upper 70s, Boerne to Fair Oaks Ranch, 75. The forecast high in Kerrville. Compare that to 87 in Pleasanton. It will be quite a bit warmer down to the south. Now, by tomorrow morning, temperatures really don't fall all that much. We'll still see 70s here around San Antonio, and that's about as cool as we'll get going forward. By the way, if you're heading out to the game tonight, and Larry's going to talk about this coming up in just a little bit, big game tonight, Austin FC versus San Antonio FC. Huge game. 81 degrees at the start. It'll be partly cloudy, windy, and humid by the end of the game. 75. Windy and humid still. Here's the big picture. We've got rain, showers, and storms lining up from Louisiana up through Missouri, Iowa, up towards Minnesota, where there is some snow, cold enough up there for that. This storm system is moving east, and we'll be in between storm systems here for a couple of days before our next storm system moves in, and you can kind of see the twist in the atmosphere up there. Rain, some snow in the higher elevations up across the Pacific Northwest. It's 48 right now in Portland, 48 in Seattle, and pretty chilly in places like Cut Bank. But you'll notice the heat and the warmth starting to work its way up the plains. We've got high pressure at the surface anchored to our east, southerly winds, and that warmth gets transported, that warmth and moisture gets transported north. And we certainly are feeling it here in South Texas. So here's our futurecast as we go forward. That area of low pressure moves in across the Rockies. We got a frontal boundary developing, hot and humid on Saturday. And then by the time this front moves through, and I think that's sometime late Sunday, early Monday, we'll start to get some rain chances. And it looks decent for some rain. 30% chance late on Sunday of some showers and storms. By the way, we're not looking for a whole lot of severe weather with this, which is good news. And then by Monday morning, a 40% chance of showers and storms. At the moment, we're estimating here maybe a ½ inch to an inch of rain. Remains to be seen, but that's kind of what we're looking at right now, and that would be fantastic. And we mentioned earlier, too, We got the Great Texas Air Show this weekend. Opens at 9 o'clock. Show starts at 11 a.m. Should be pretty good weather for that, other than it will be a little bit hot as you get into the afternoon. Hot and humid, up close to 90s. So just be prepared for some of that heat. But should be a great show this weekend. 87 Thursday, 88 Friday, some 90s over the weekend. There's that front, and cooler weather to start next week with rain chances.
There we go. Thanks, Justin.
Yep.
As we talked about yesterday, all the time is a good time to talk about high school football,
Yes.
especially after this announcement about the KSAT Pigskin Classic.
Yes, the first ever, and I have a feeling it's going to become a yearly tradition because this is a pretty cool, sweet thing that KSAT is doing. So coming up August 27th, it's a triple header at the Dome. The first game will feature Smithson Valley and Reagan, and then that second contest, which is pretty cool, will have Judson taking on Johnson. We got those details coming up. The first ever KSAT Pigskin Classic is coming to the Alamo Dome in August. KSAT 12 Vice President and General Manager Phil Lane made the announcement yesterday at the Dome. The 2022 high school football season here in San Antonio will feature a triple header in the Alamo Dome on Saturday, August the 27th, with all those games broadcast live. Smithson Valley and Reagan, Johnson versus Judson, and Brennan taking on Steele. This will be a partnership between KSAT 12 and Texas Sports Productions that will have the first game kickoff at 11:30 a.m. That will be part of a 12.5-hour live broadcast on KSAT 12.
What made you want to get involved in this year, Larry?
Well, number one, it's a great event, and just to be a part of that excitement. You hope to get to some big games later in the year, and anytime, any exposure you can get to that earlier is just going to help you that much better, or that much more, in later in the year in a bigger stage. And then, of course, I think the ability to get in the Alamo Dome, if you make a playoff run, some of your kids hadn't played here, so they've been in it. They're a little less wide-eyed.
Such an exciting event, 3 games in a row, Alamo Dome, buy one ticket, watch all the games. I mean, awesome event, They put on a great show that, to kind of hype it up today, so we're just excited to be part of the process, and hopefully we'll play great on Saturday night.
One of the intriguing matchups is the second game of the tripleheader between Johnson and Judson. During the offseason, Mark Soto left the Jaguars to return to Judson, where he used to play and coach with the Rockets, and his replacement at Johnson was his defensive coordinator, T.P. Miller. So what do they think of going head-to-head to kick off the season?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. The kids at Johnson are great. Kids at Judson are great. And Coach Miller, man, he's one of the best. That's why he's in the position he is. And just to be involved in all that and be a part of all that's been very special for me.
Well, it's going to be fun, obviously. But I think Coach Soto and I, it's all about the kids, the student athletes, the community. Obviously, when we get on the field, we're always going to compete. And so it's going to be a friendly competition, but it's about the community and about the student athletes.
So the 3-game schedule is set for August 27th at the Dome. 11:30 a.m. will feature Smithson Valley and Reagan. Then at 3:30, Judson will take on Johnson. And the nightcap at 7:30 will see Steele playing Brennan. Now, if you would like to purchase tickets, including one ticket for all 3 games, you can do so by contacting the schools directly involved in the KSAT Pigskin Classic or at the Alamo Dome box office. San Antonio FC will take on Austin FC in the 3rd round of the U.S. Open Cup tonight at 7:30 at Toyota Field. It's the first ever meeting between the two sides. This is a United Soccer League championship team against a Major League Soccer team. An MLS franchise local fans believe should have been awarded to San Antonio.
We're excited that we're going to play here at home, but we come in and we're going to do our thing, We're preparing the best way we can prepare to go and compete, but we know there's going to be a lot of people, and we know it's going to be a good atmosphere, and we're going to enjoy it.
Good luck to SAFC tonight.
Big, because Austin got our
Exactly.
team. Right, that's what everybody's saying.
Yep.
So, all right. Thanks, Larry.
Big stuff right there.
Mike is soloing today, is that right? Mike, you're by yourself? So you get all the food by yourself?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, hurry on down here because I got lunch. Take a look at all these pizzas, and let me tell you, you have never had pizza like this before. As a matter of fact, nationally recognized mushroom, spinach, al pastor, a dessert pizza, margarita, and this is not the kind of dough that you want to flip around because we'll tell you what's special about it, what that is bathing in as of right now. Can't wait to try this. I'm going to be eating pizza. Jen is working out. What's going on, Jen?
That's right. That all sounds so delicious, Mike, but maybe you need to work it off. I have Marcella Freeman here, and we're working out at Burn It in 30, and you're going to show us a few workouts today, right?
Yes, we're going to be doing some exercises to help you work your legs, glutes, and abs. Right now we're doing a lunge, but we're going to incorporate a twist.
Okay.
And I'll show you more in a minute,
Perfect.
but yes, we're going to be doing more of a complex movement so that you can work more muscles at the same time.
All right, so a few different workout moves. You can see the girls are working hard here. We also have some smoothie recipes that you can use with the banana. Sounds delicious. Back to you, Mike.
I feel kind of guilty with that. Hey, we are also making some beautiful candles with Andrea Lugo from Scentaholics, and very interesting tip about a candle. That one's been burning, first burn. When it blows out, what do we do with the wick?
So as soon as it blows out, you are going to wait for it to create an even burn. As soon as it blows out, you are going to wait 45 minutes before the next burn, and then
flick the top of the wick off, right?
You're going to flick the top of the wick.
We're going to be making these, how you can make your own scented candles, and what's your favorite pizza crust? That's coming up on SA Live.
Right now on KSAT.com, San Antonio Spurs legend Tony Parker collected more than just 4 NBA rings throughout the years. He is also a collector of pop culture memorabilia, and he plans on sharing it publicly for the first time at a museum exhibition.
The 4-time NBA champion will present Tony Parker's Heroes and Villains from June 10th until September 4th. Tickets for the exhibition will go on sale this Friday.
You can find all the details on KSAT.com. Something cool to check out.
And it is 78 degrees right now, 85 this afternoon, windy, humid. Lots of clouds really this week, especially during the morning time. That goes to the weekend. Temperatures stay pretty warm. Our one big change there comes Sunday night into Monday with a frontal boundary. Hopefully, we're keeping our fingers crossed for some decent rain, guys.
Alrighty, thanks for being with us this KSAT 12 noon show.
I'm jealous. You see all those pizzas sitting in front of
I
Mike?
know, that's where I'm going after this.
He can't eat all those pizzas.
We've got to help him
by
out.
himself. No way. SA Live starts right
now.
Today on SA Live, want to take a trip down memory lane, brick by brick? You can in this Millennium Falcon. We're going to show you where you can find all the stuff you loved from your childhood coming up.
It's National Banana Day, and that is the perfect ingredient to add to your healthy smoothie. We're making a few recipes today. We're live at Burn It in 30 with owner Marcella Freeman.
And we are going to be making beautiful scented candles. You can create your own scent. Did you know the first time you light a candle, you have to let it burn for at least 2 hours? There's some other very important tips about candles. That's coming up. That and a whole lot more on SA Live.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Feast your eyes. It is always a good day for pizza. That was mushroom and spinach. Now we've got the dessert pizza, al pastor, a margarita, even some of these wonderful Italian pasta dishes all have one thing in common on the way they were cooked. It is a happy Wednesday, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Mike Ostrage. Fiona is off today. Okay, so we're talking pizza, not what you put on top of it, but what's underneath. What is your favorite kind of pizza crust? Do you like the thin crust? Do you like the hand-tossed, the stuffed crust, the thicker one, the pan pizza? I'm making myself hungry right now. I've got pizza right in front of me. Let us know, and maybe we'll see your answers a little bit later on in the show. Okay, our first guest has been getting attention here in SA because they do pizza like nobody else does, and this is his first time in the spotlight. Jose Sanchez, owner of Bob and Timmy's. Bob and Timmy aren't here, but we've got Jose here. Good afternoon, sir. Okay, these pizzas look absolutely delicious. What is different about your pizzas than anybody else in town?
The dough cooked in a grill is very thin and very crispy. It's very different than any pizza shop around.
You cook this on a grill just like you would a burger?
Yes.
You
can kind of put it on a steak or something.
Okay.
It's the same.
Now, the secret is because usually you see pizza dough and it's got flour on it or cornmeal or something like this. What is this bathing in?
It's olive oil.
Okay, so this is not the kind of dough that we wanted to flip up in the air.
No.
Because you'll have olive oil on it.
Yes.
And then, so we're just going to do it on this table right here, and all we do is push this out. So what's the olive oil do for it?
Well, stick together.
Okay. And then also this makes it not stick to the grill, right?
Yeah,
When you
exactly.
put it on. So how do you do a pizza on the grill? Because you would think that it might burn.
No, this is what is the trick is have to check it out every second to make sure no burn the dough.
Okay. And, you do it one side at a time. Too,
Once,
right?
yes.
Okay. So do one side and then flip it over, then put all the ingredients on.
Yes.
All right. And again, you don't want to flip this dough. What's the secret to your dough? More than just the olive oil on top?
Well, it's no big secret. Kind of regular dough is water, salt, sugar, and olive oil. It's a simple thing.
Because a lot of times now, at this point, you would see at a pizza shop, they'd start putting all the ingredients on there, but you don't do that. This is going on the grill right there.
You pick it up in the middle, you kind of that. You pick up that dough, you put in the grill, that.
So I would just take this and then flip that on the grill right there, just like that. Okay. Now, this is not the first time. I know this is the highlight of your career being on SA Live, but you've been on nationally recognized, right?
Yes. Yes.
Tell what's that story?
This story is the GQ magazine. The guy that did the story showed up there. He was there with us, and all the people recommend us.
Okay.
And he there
and long story short, you were number 5 in the country?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. And just for grilled pizza. And how did you get started grilling pizza?
It's a long story.
Yeah.
Bob and Timmy started this.
Okay.
And I started to wash dishes, and grew up in cooking. And
the rest now, as they say, is history.
Yes.
How many different varieties of pizzas do you have?
I think I have 15 pizzas different.
I'm eating pizza right now.
And desserts I have 4 different kind of desserts.
Okay. And the pizza was nationally recognized. Is that one on the end right
this
there?
One.
The spinach
yes,
and mushroom?
Spinach mushroom.
Okay. And then
this
the
one is
Alpha
brand new. When I moved in Texas 6 years ago, I made this. I never made it before. I made it down here.
Because you're originally from what, Jersey?
Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay. And then the dessert pizzas and now also when it comes to some of these pasta dishes, you said this is done on the grill too. And
yes,
my question was, how do you keep the little pennies from falling through the grates? But
no, it's a 10 pan.
Okay. But you grill everything on here and a smoky Gouda cheese?
Yes, everything in there.
Why does everything taste better when it's done on a grill?
The charcoal.
And it's got to be charcoal, right?
Yeah, it's charcoal.
Not a gas grill. So, okay. Where can people find you and find these pizzas?
And they have Facebook, Instagram, and Street Fair.
Mm-hmm. And Street Fair is over there on Austin Highway?
Yes.
Whereabouts? I'm trying to think. It's by, Eisenhower, I think, or something, on Austin Highway?
Yeah.
And when are you there? Every day?
Friday to Sunday.
Okay. What is the favorite? You said recently the Alpha store has been one of the favorite pizzas, but what's your favorite? You got to have a favorite.
You know, when you have kids, you don't have no favorite.
Oh, it's just between us. You can have a favorite pizza. Which one is it?
I'm going to the spinach mushroom.
All right. He finally broke down and said spinach and mushroom. All right. You can find Bob and Timmy's Grilled Pizza on wheels every weekend, of course, at Street Fair. That's at 1916 Austin Highway. And for more information, just go to our website, SALive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. And I have a mouthful of pasta right now. So, of course, the weather has been warming up lately, and that means summer's right around the corner, and it's trying to get into swimsuit season. You got to get in good shape, and the perfect person to do that is Jen Tobias-Struski at a local gym, and they can make big changes short period of time, right, Jen?
Oh, so true. Yes, and it doesn't matter your fitness level. We are here at Burn It in 30. I'm joined by the owner, Marcella Freeman, and some of her tribe here that we're all going to be working out together. I'm a little nervous. Marcella, what are we doing today?
So today we're going to be doing a lower body and ab workout. Okay, so we're going to go through 6 to 7 exercises today. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Today we are going to be using a medicine ball, but if you don't have one of these, you can use a dumbbell or just do it without it. We're going to start by doing doing a step back lunge, and you're gonna turn to the right. Here's where you're using your legs, your glutes, and then adding on your abs as well. So what we're doing today is 1 minute per exercise. So you'll be doing this for a whole minute, okay? Just twisting, keeping those shoulders back, keeping the weight on your heels, and then just making sure your knees behind the toes. After that, we are gonna get on our mat, okay? You're gonna utilize our resistance bands. These are our booty bands. You're gonna put this on, and we're gonna be doing some scissors.
Okay.
As we do these, you're working your lower abs.
Watching the girls back there.
And then you're also gonna use your glutes. So you're gonna exaggerate the kicks and just go up and down, almost like touching the ground every time you come down, so you feel the booty band
Yes,
stretching.
I feel that.
Yes, so you use the glutes, but you're also using your lower abs.
Got it.
So that will be your next exercise. After that, we're gonna go ahead and step it up a notch. One thing I like to do is incorporating high intensity to be able to bring your heart rate up and burn more calories.
Okay.
Now, not everybody can do high intensity or high impact, so we're gonna do it with a high impact option where you do a full burpee, you jump in and on your bench.
Okay.
If you don't have a bench at home, you can definitely just jump forward.
Okay. Yeah, she's really good at this, by the way.
Yes.
So tell me what this is working while I attempt.
Again, as you come down, you're working your arms, your core, and then you jump.
I gotta get closer.
To just help you bring your heart rate up. Now, if needed, you can do a regression of this by using your bench and just simply stepping it out.
Okay.
And then stepping up and down.
Okay.
That will be low impact.
Perfect.
Okay?
But as you can see, this works everything. Everybody knows burpees are full body.
For our next exercise, we're gonna be utilizing our glow-getter bands. So for these, you're gonna use both of them. You're gonna go around the ankle.
Let Marcella help me.
And then let me use the other one.
Oops, sorry. And a lot of these ladies here that are with us today, how long have they been here? This is, I mean, you keep these women together, working out, motivating each other.
A lot of our members will be here for years. We've actually been here for 6 years now. And you see here, you're gonna start with one leg in the front.
Okay, this one?
The right leg will be behind the band.
Okay.
And you're gonna step it out.
Okay.
And come down. For a lateral lunge, or you feel you're using the side of your glute.
Okay.
Just your abductors.
I'm using you as my model.
Okay. As you come down, you extend one leg, and then you put the weight all on that heel. For this one, you will be doing 30 seconds on one leg, and then turn to the other side,
and then do the other side.
On the other leg.
Got it.
The next exercise, you're gonna stay with the bands how they are.
Okay.
We're gonna do glute kickbacks.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So for this one, we're just kicking back, working straight glutes. Okay.
Yes.
And again, focusing on 30 seconds on one side, and then 30 seconds on the other side.
All right, now let's talk about, I'm gonna keep doing this, but let's talk about your program and for our viewers watching, what it's all about.
So Burner at 30 is nothing like anything else out there, because we're not just the workout. We focus on nutrition guidance. We have a dietitian and nutritionist to help you really enjoy eating healthy and finding ways to make it a lifestyle. We also are very big into our community and being able to do this with other women who are in the same journey as you.
Yes.
Having that guidance, that support from your coaches, but also others, is so important.
Yes, and I see on the website the transformations, also the testimonials, because like you told me earlier, it doesn't matter your fitness level, you can work on a plan for anybody, right?
Absolutely, and that's what we're all about. For those women that might be intimidated to go to a regular gym and they need the guidance, they need to feel supported and guided.
Yes, and again, women here all coming together to support each other. I love that, Marcella, and we are not done, so maybe I'll keep working out here. Okay, you're gonna put me to work and we'll do another workout, but when we come back in the second half of the show, we're gonna make some smoothies for pre or post-workout. I'm looking forward to that. All right, I better get more lunges. Maybe I'll do more lunges. All right, Mike, back to you, Mike.
I'll tell you what, you are doing a great job and making me hungry just watching you. That is so, I feel like I'm losing weight eating this pizza watching you, Jen. So we're going to check in with you just a little bit later on. I'll try and save. I'll say, you have a smoothie, I'll eat the pizza. So thank you. We'll check in a little bit later on with Jen. All right, still ahead on SA Live. Build the party of your dreams one brick at a time. We check out the local shop where you can find rare collectibles and have a one-of-a-kind party. But first, do you suffer from allergies? If you do, see why these homemade candles might be right for you, where you can find them, and how you can even make your own. That's next on SA Live.